is the D&D Dummy Club.
You're on.
All right. Welcome to another episode of the Dirty Boyz.
Yeah. The D&D Dummy Club exclusive. We got Dave Acosta as the DM. Me as a player. I'm Sean Crow. How's it going? We got
New player Danny's with us.
yeah, Danny.
Hey. I don't know where I'm looking.
the camera. This one right here.
Okay.
Yeah.
How's it going?
So, we last left off. You guys have earned enough gold that you guys thought you could, set out on your own. You bought your gear. You went to the local pub there and got some information from Lily. You bought yourself a broken magic item. You guys were headed to the blacksmith to see if they could fix it or repair it. And that is where we left off.
Now, before we go to the when we were going to head to the blacksmith, we'll have Daniel introduce his character or describe what he looks like, and that so we can know.
We'll get to that.
Oh, okay. Or you're gonna add him in whatever. Yep. Okay, cool. I didn't know that. All right.
Okay, so you guys are outside the blacksmith's place of business, and you hear metal clanging. Ting, 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 ting. It's pretty loud. And it's you hear multiple hammers. It's not just one.
It sounds like they're busy at work. That's a good sign, right?
Hopefully they'll do it cheap.
Oh, your pocket's getting light, my friend.
Well, yeah, Malik doesn't have anything.
Looks like we should have worked harder in that stinking dirt filth job. That's beneath me. Look how clean my nails are now. These are spirit figures.
What are spirit fingers?
You'll learn soon.
Okay.
They're going to probably save you at some point. I'm foreshadowing here. He takes his glasses off and he starts cleaning them real quick. Oh, much better now.
And he kind of, Laszlo kind of looks at him kind of weird because, he knows that it's just glass. There's nothing wrong with it.
It makes me look smarter. Clearly. Let's go inside.
You first.
All right, we go in.
Okay. You go in, you see a burly dwarf, and he is taking 10 gold from a half-elf that you guys know, and you guys were kind of planning on this person, this half-elf, being with you guys.
Oh, and what's his name?
Go ahead.
My name is Ritlien Corwick. Everybody just calls him Rat.
Oh, Ritlien. Ritlien?
Well, it's spelled Ritlien, but Rat is what they got out of it.
Oh.
Do you want me to describe him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I'm shifty, kind of skinny and twitchy. Not exactly the cleanest person, but that's kind of goes along with the name. He's also constantly shifting his head back and forth because something's not right around him, but nobody really knows what it is that he's looking at, or what I'm looking at.
So I told these guys that you were so focused on getting that 200 gold. That's why you didn't take baths because baths cost 6 copper.
Okay.
So I mean, you guys were focused on getting that 200 gold so you can get the hell out of here, so you can do your own thing. When you would go to different jobs, there was a couple jobs that you would have to walk, and it would walk over like a small stream, maybe like 2 feet deep. You guys would take that opportunity to wash the funk from your body for like weeks worth of funk.
Okay.
And they found out because they were in the inn that they called you the Dirty Boyz.
Okay. That fits.
Ritlien, greetings. Fancy meeting you here.
Hey, what's going on?
Go ahead and you can introduce yourselves too, because he doesn't know you.
My first character is Bernard Anthony Baracus.
Okay.
Here's what he looks like.
BA.
All right. So I also know them from around town.
Yeah. Oh yes. Yeah. You guys were basically shacked together within the same 40 or 50 feet in your hut, in your compound.
Oh, okay.
For 4 years. So you're very familiar with each other, but you don't know what he's playing, so he's just going to let you know.
And then my second character is a human cleric named Jackson Blitzkrieg. He's more like a kind of like a Han Solo wisecracker. He originally wasn't that strong. We had to change some things. I had to change my points around. So he's a very thin build, but he took a passion to healing herbs and medicines and being a medic of some sort. You guys would get hurt or sprain a wrist when we were digging, and he'd be like, "Oh, let me take care of that. I can fix that for you."
Okay.
So
Useful.
yeah.
Speaking to both of them, I'm assuming. Well, everybody's here.
Yeah, we're all
Party. Okay.
And go ahead and describe.
Well, you already know my half breed. He's a Malik Stormbane. That's what he looks like.
Okay.
So he's about human height, even though he's half Goliath. He is currently a barbarian. He's really young for his races, so he's kind of like still a teenager. So he has that kind of mentality, and he needs glasses. He's nearsighted. Nearsighted? Farsighted. Nearsighted. So every once in a while, you'll see him bump into a table or something like that, because anything real close, it gets a little fuzzy to him.
Okay.
So, and then there's Laszlo Holyfeld. He is a human, very human, but you will know him because you saved him from an accident while you were working. He was crushed, and the healers or the medic / mortician used his god's ability to save him, but he lost his right wrist and hand, and his hand from the elbow up, and then but he replaced them using his god's abilities with a dead what's the species?
Valdalkin?
Yeah, the Valdalkin, which it's they're a bluish skinned race.
Okay.
So from here to here, it looks a little bit off, but their regular hands he's just blue from here to here and here to here.
Okay.
So it throws people off most of the time when I reach out to shake their hand or give them something.
Okay.
It just looks really weird, and I'm scarred up.
Okay.
Yeah, and he's a undying warlock.
So you guys walk in, see Ritlien there finishing up his purchase of a short sword and handing what could be Stanley the 10 gold. You see Stanley. Ah, thank you, thank you.
Hey. I'm assuming comes with a sheath. So
Yeah, it's coming with just a no scabbard.
Okay. Put it on. It hangs funky because I'm pretty thin.
Malik sees the dwarf and he kind of like hangs off in the background in the shop. He doesn't want him to like kind of notice him right away.
Yeah, oh, yes, kind sir. Stanley, is it?
Yes.
Ah, Stanley. Lily from the tavern told us about you.
Oh, okay.
Sent us your way to do some business.
Very good.
What I have here is a damaged sword, and I wanted to see if it was possible that you could repair it.
Okay.
It's a fine quality.
Let me see.
So I pull it out and hand it to him.
He pulls it out, and he's looking at it. He's like, where's the damage? He's like, looks good. You mean the scabbard? He starts looking at the scabbard. He's like, there's nothing wrong here. He's like, ting, 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 on an anvil.
Laszlo looks at him and do I see the damage that was on the blade before?
No.
Interesting.
I believe we were flim-flam. Does that sword appear to be magical to you, kind sir?
He goes, it feels magical. He goes, you'd have to take it to somebody else to see if it's magical, but it definitely has the weight. It feels magical when I hit the anvil with it. It feels like steel.
This is quite a conundrum.
And he puts it back in there pretty, and then puts it back.
I take it back and I look at it. I don't see the damage that was on there before.
No.
Laszlo looks at Bernard and I'm like, it worked. I tried to mend his sword earlier in the tavern on a character. So, and it appeared to us that it didn't work. Because I'm new, like everybody's new at this.
Well, I guess we'll see.
Is there anything else I can help you with?
You hear,
It's loud in here because the two dwarves there's two other dwarves that are in the back and they're just freaking. They're like, look, they're not even looking at what they're hammering. They're just like looking at you, like ding, ding, ding.
And Malik peeks his head up over Bernard. How tall is Bernard?
Oh, he's like 6'4".
Oh, okay, so he kind of peeks around Bernard, and he goes, hey, I was wondering, do you silver weapons? And he like comes back behind Bernard.
He goes, we can.
And he doesn't peek back out. He goes, yeah. How much would that be?
He goes, what weapon?
And Malik hands Bernard his cleaver, and he pokes it at Bernard. Hey, show my weapon.
I take the cleaver and I go, here, this fine cleaver.
He picks it up. He goes, we just sold this.
Yeah, but I like the shininess of that sword, and I would like to see it like that.
He turned around. Benny, silver. 120 gold.
Oh.
He goes, 120 gold. You can pick it up later today.
And he looks at Laszlo. He's like, "You think we could do that? I really like it. I like the shininess." And Laszlo goes, I don't have that much money, kid. Hey, Bernard, you want to go in on this for the kid?
Well, what I can do is maybe I can propose an offer to you, kind sir. I actually have a silvered sword that I believe I purchased from you earlier.
Yep.
Would you take this in trade and silver that weapon for my associate instead of 128 gold in payment?
It would cost you 50 gold in that weapon.
We can do that.
You don't hear anything from Malik. He's like, behind Bernard.
He's like, you do have 50 gold over there, right?
Who said that, Bernard?
Yes.
And so he's like, no, I spent everything, but I figured that it would help the group if my weapon was shiny. That way people would come towards me instead of them. Can you help me out?
Jackson's like, oh man, I've been holding on to this gold, man. I got 32 gold. That's what I got.
You got 32 gold. Come on, man, help me out. Like, well, it'll make me happy. I can give you another 20 if Jackson wants to help you out.
All right, I can do that, man. Here, you can have this 30. That's gonna leave me 2 gold. You know, we're gonna have to get to work here soon.
Yeah, we'll definitely have to. So, you hand it to Laszlo?
Yeah.
Okay, and then Laszlo takes his 20, and then hands it to the dwarf.
Mm-hmm. He takes it.
Doesn't say anything weird.
Oh. He's like, oh, come back in 4 hours. We'll get right to work on it.
And you see Malik's head pop out around from Bernard. Thank you, and he runs out.
Hey Daniel, under that book right there to your right, hand me that piece of paper. See what else I took.
Laszlo says, "Don't mind the kid. He's a kid." Starts walking out.
He turns around with it and just starts going towards the fires.
Hey, where were we supposed to find Morty at?
Morty was.
Because that's a person to find work.
I don't remember.
It's not Lily. No,
Lily
Lily.
pointed us towards Morty.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because all I have for that is Morty's for the jobs.
I don't remember where she said he was at.
Right now, Danny, you're in a city called Josatep.
Josata?
Tep.
Chat. Okay.
Josatep. It is a coastal city.
Okay.
And like I told these guys, there's 2 suns. It's never nighttime. It seems like there's a sun on the south pole of the realm, Earth, or the planet, and then there's one on the north pole.
They
So
just rotate evenly.
just the suns just stay there, and the planet rotates, so there's gravity, all that kind of stuff. But there's always sun.
Okay. Would my character know where Morty's at?
You can roll.
Okay.
Give me a percentile.
2 tenths.
Just tell me which one's high.
6, unless the 0's a 10.
The 10 is the 0.
Yeah,
Or
so
the,
then a 10.
huh?
A 10.
So 60?
60?
Yeah.
You don't know where he's at.
Okay. All right. This whole time, my guy's just kind of like looking at his new sword, and occasionally, as you guys are speaking, I go to reach into the conversation, like I'm tentative to join in the conversation, I guess.
It's a decent quality sword. It has their mark on it.
Okay.
It's I mean, nothing special. It is basic beginner, short sword.
Okay.
Some background. The reason why he was so tentative around the elf is because he didn't spend much time around his father's clan. So
Excuse me, Stanley.
he's a timid.
I'm looking for a man named Morty. He's
You would
supposed
know,
to
because we
be
work
a
together.
man that can obtain jobs for us.
Oh yeah.
Where can we find him?
He's about 2 doors down. It's an average looking house. It's 2 doors down from the inn where Lily works.
Is there any distinguishing marks on this house that's 2 doors down?
You'll know it.
Okay. 2 doors down from the inn.
Mhm.
All right.
Sure, it's not 3.
That's what he said.
Well, why don't we take this time to go check that out while your weapon's getting
He's
taken
already
care of?
outside.
Talking to you.
Oh, yeah. Let's go, Laszlo. Says, yeah, let's go see what kind of jobs we can get. We need some money.
All right.
So you guys, and like I told these guys, if you want to do anything special en route, let me know. If not, I'm thinking that you're just all kind of gaggling and walking.
Okay. Works.
So you guys walk back to the inn, and you can see that there's what looks to be a small building / house, whatever structure. It seems to be the building.
Does it look dilapidated or?
No,
I believe this is the place. Let's go in and see what kind of work we can drum up. How does that sound?
Alex,
That sounds good.
Alex says, "Okay, dokie."
And the adventure begins, boys. Let's do this. He takes his glasses off again, cleans them as you're walking over to the house. Oh, much better.
so you walk up. You walk up, and it says basically jobs above the front door. It doesn't say Morty. It says jobs. The front door is wide open. You can see in. There's what seems to be a tall desk, or something that they're not a podium, but something that they're standing behind. Human figure, and you can see probably around 4 to 7 people inside. One of you might be able to get in, a big person or 2 small-ish people. Everyone won't be able to fit.
I think I'll stay outside, guys.
Laszlo looks at Bernard. He's like, "Yeah, I think you might want to stay outside unless you can squeeze yourself in there. But I don't think we're all going to fit in there."
Well, funny that you ask. And he kind of takes his glasses off. My creed, bugbears, are able to fit into small places rather easily. And I just happen to be a bugbear. Highly intelligent bugbear, I might add, but a bugbear nonetheless. I'll go in and see what kind of work we can get drummed up.
All right, sounds like a plan.
I will move inside.
Okay.
And as I move in, I kind of like suck in my gut as I go through. Pardon me, excuse me. Greetings, everyone. How are you? Good day, is it? Yes, yes.
You see what looks to be other adventurers ahead of you. There's a couple people up at the desk. You hear them talking. They're not talking loud, but they're not talking quiet. It's just like normal business, it seems like.
Right.
You see the guy brings up like a bag of gold, unties it, pours it on the desk there, and he's like counting out. He's like this, and he puts it into like a sack. There's like 4 of them that leave, and then there's like 2 more that step up. So there's room if anybody wanted to go in or not. 2 more step up, and he's like, hey, like the patron, if you will, adventurer. What do you got? He's like, how about over here? This, he says some land, and he's like, it's too far. You ain't got anything around here? He's like, we're supposed to be getting some other information coming in soon. Come back in like 2 hours. He goes, supposedly the beach job is, you're still out, right? He's like, yeah. And they walk out. Now it is just you.
I go, pardon me, are you Morty?
I am.
Well, Morty.
You've seen Morty around.
Morty.
He looks semi-familiar.
Let me introduce myself. I don't know if you've seen me around before. My name's Bernard. Bernard Anthony, to be exact. I'm interested in seeking work. I overheard you say something about a beach job. Would you care to share?
He goes, He goes, what, how often have you guys adventured? He looks skinny, older, kind of gray hair, and he's got like this, almost like Fu Manchu, just kind of, it's pointy, white.
Well, I'm not going to split hairs with you or lie. So I'm going to say we're in our first season of adventuring. We're kind of new to the game, and we're ready. We've got equipment. Our swords are sharp, and we've got the right go-get-em attitude. And then he takes his glasses off, and he's cleaning them as he's talking to him.
I've heard that before. He goes, there seems to be a problem on a beach. It's probably about a day's travel. He goes, reports are they're kobolds. But I don't know, I haven't been there. I've got an allotment for 25 gold if you go and clear it out. All the kobold heads, or heads of whatever is there that's being a nuisance, you bring them back. And you get paid. It's got to be cleared out.
Fair enough. I think my boys can handle it.
He's like, okay, copy that. He takes out, and he's like, who are you guys?
Oh, you can call us the Dirty Boyz.
The workers?
No, not the workers. We're a band of men that will get things done, and we're not afraid to get dirty.
He goes, oh, okay, copy. There's some workers they call the Dirty Boyz. I don't know why.
Never heard of it.
He writes this down in like a ledger, the Dirty Boyz, you can see.
It's with a Z.
He goes,
See, clearly a different group.
he goes, he basically gives you a partial map, which will be back there, and kind of directions on how to get there. It's fairly upfront. It's
all right.
You're basically going to travel the coast, which there's a path or / road that travels the coast.
Okay.
He says that there's a partial map that he can give you of somebody who came back and didn't finish. I guess he lost his group and he wasn't going to go back there.
Okay, fair enough. We will head out and expunge these scoundrels from our lands.
He said, "Oh, copy that." You see a couple of
You said it's on the map. It's on that map over here.
the path there, the day's travel, no.
No.
But that is the map of the beginnings of the establishment.
Do you want me to grab it?
Yeah, eventually,
Okay, I'm just gonna get over here.
if we make it that far.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm just gonna put it.
I'm gonna lean over to, is it Malik that I'm next to? Both Malik and Laszlo outside?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, did he say heads?
Laszlo says, yeah, I think he said heads to get paid. Is that normal?
I don't know how many heads I can carry.
Malik says, oh, I can carry. Ain't no big deal. He's still giddy about his silver. He's kind of hopping around in front of the building, doing a little dance.
As you're walking out,
Yeah.
you see a group of 4 adventurer-looking people walk in.
Jackson's gonna take note of what they look like and try to like memorize them in case we run into them at a later date.
Okay.
Is there anybody with any distinguishing marks?
No, there was 3 males and 1
Three males and one female.
The 3 males were in chainmail, and the 1 female was in
Bikini.
what seems to be like some sort of hide.
As they come through, Malik gives her the up and down. Keeps dancing.
All right, what would you like to do now? You still have about 2 hours, just to make. You can just wait 2 hours.
Yeah, I say we wait. We go head back to the blacksmiths and wait outside.
Okay.
Unless there's something else that you guys want to do.
Laszlo says, that's fine, you know. We don't really have the cash to sit at the bar and drink all day, so we'll just go back to the blacksmith.
Our days of splurging are at a standstill right now.
Yeah.
We're in what's known as the red zone, sir.
Except for one of your party members, he's got the loaded hundy guns. Fucking.
A little extra.
So you're gonna wait outside.
I could pay for. Do you guys want a drink or food? I have a little extra.
Malik stops and says, I can eat.
I think we should hold off on that. We've kind of splurged the day before, and let's just say it's gotten good to us. And we don't dare, should we go through all your money, let's rebuild the kitty, so to speak.
Aw. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Malik really liked them chickens.
And Jackson's like, he's like, man, I'm broke. We're gonna have to go back to cut grass again.
Laszlo says, we got our emergency funds just in case. So, but that's a dire need situation.
Oh yeah? Well, what kind of emergency funds you hold on to, Mr. Deep Pockets?
Well, I don't have deep pockets, but I got, maybe enough to stay the night somewhere if I absolutely need to.
And how much is that?
Well, I got about 40 gold.
You're holding out on us?
No. I'm not holding out. I pitched in to help with the kid's weapon.
You owe me 10 gold
10 gold for what?
for being my friend.
I thought my friendship was just.
Oh man, everything comes with a price, brother. Just give me that 10. And then we'll be even, since I contributed more to our other friend's weapon.
Well, yeah, but you offered it to him.
Because you acted like you didn't have money.
No, I said I had money, and that's why I contributed to it too. You're the one that said 30.
Oh, is that how we're going to be? If we're going to start off our adventuring party like this, you may be the first one voted off the island.
Any fucking, like, okay. Let me ease your mind, okay? Who among us is going to hold our pooled money? And Malik said, I'll do it.
You ain't touching shit.
He's like, I want some more chicken.
Bernard's looking at everyone and he's kind of just shaking his head. And he's like,
Laszlo goes, Bernard, what about you?
No. I'm not going to hold the money for fear that I have to make some rash decision. I think our friend over here should hold all the money. Because clearly, our other friend here is keeping taxes, so to speak.
Keeping taxes? I didn't say
Your new nickname now is the Tax Man, my friend.
Yeah. Can I tell he's bullshitting with me?
Maybe we should all just keep our money.
Or we just split it up evenly as we go along.
Well, I mean, it's up to you guys. I don't really care if we do like a party fund, but some of us can carry more weight than others, and as we adventure, I'm sure we're gonna get tons and tons of gold, which ultimately a couple of us can't really carry.
Then you can only carry what you're worth. Fair enough. And then you see Bernard has kind of like a wry smile on his face. Then he kind of flexes his chest muscles.
What is Bernard's strength?
He's pretty strong. As
Pretty strong. Stronger than Malik?
far as you know. And better looking.
The kid's pretty good looking.
Do you have beautiful glasses like this?
Malik's like squinting. You're wearing glasses?
Look at these long arms. Look at this wingspan. Can you do this? No.
And Malik goes, but I can do this.
Yeah, he's like, but I can smack you from 5 feet away. You can't even do that. Fortunately, you're my friend. I would never dare smack you. But clearly,
I trust you, Bernard.
exactly. That's why I carry more money.
Okay. You want to carry the kitty then?
I think we should divide it up evenly. And whatever you can't carry, then I'll carry.
Okay. All right then.
And that becomes mine. All right, that's settled.
The whole time my guy's holding his sack that's larger than the others of gold going, looking up like, I don't want to split up my cash amongst everybody or my gold amongst everybody.
No. You keep your cash that you have mine. But I'm saying going forward, will we divide the loot or the booty?
Malik snickers.
The tax man gets less.
No. Laszlo's like, no. We'll divide it equally. I'll figure it out.
Share booty. Is that why we're the dirty?
Clearly, arithmetic fails him.
He giggles along with him.
He doesn't
Maybe.
even know what that word means.
You see, when he laughs, you see the scarred lines on his face, across his face and stuff like that from his accident. That's why he doesn't smile much, because it really shows off how damaged his face is. All right, let's get to the blacksmith then.
He looks over, and the blacksmith building's right there where we were standing outside waiting.
Oh, I thought we were on our way to the blacksmith.
Or we could do it either way. It doesn't matter.
Matt skips back over. He's happy.
All right. We go into the blacksmith's when the time is
Okay. You see Stanley. Oh, there you are. And he freaking dunks it in water. And you see a bunch of steam coming up. He goes, here you go.
And who does he hand it to?
Just hand it
up
to
front.
you.
Well, Malik's behind everybody, so Laszlo grabs it and gives it a nice vibrating ting up the shaft to make sure everything looks good, everything looks straight. He's like, looks good, Malik. And he hands it back to Malik.
Roll a Constitution check.
Constitution check.
You just got burned, sucker. Failed. Roll one.
No.
Yeah, you can't even see.
That's
Just
We're
roll.
roll plus your con.
10.
Yeah, you drop it. It's hot.
What's the matter?
And he laughs. Stanley's like,
Cash me out of it.
he handed it to you with the weapon towards you. He grabbed the handle.
Oh.
He dumped it into the water. And he goes, he hands it to
Why,
you.
wait. Why would anybody that knows weapons hand a weapon blade first to somebody? That don't make no sense. A blacksmith handing a weapon blade first?
You grabbed it. Who grabs the weapon by their blade?
Clearly Malik.
I didn't say I grabbed the blade. I just said I grabbed it, assuming that I was grabbing the handle.
No, it says here you grabbed it.
Right, but
So the weapon drops on the ground because it was hot. You didn't take damage, but it was just too hot for you to hold.
oh, okay, whatever.
And
That's
all,
fine.
and all three of them were.
It don't make no fucking
laugh.
sense, but okay.
Don't make.
Malik says, all three dwarves.
Yeah,
you know?
they laugh. They're like, they're looking at each other.
Even ours.
They stopped hammering and they're like,
You hear Malik, hey, asshole, that's my friend. And he jumps up in front of both of them. What the fuck you doing? And he's dead staring at him. And
they turn with their hammers in their hand and they're just looking at you. They're not laughing anymore.
that's not funny.
Now they take a step forward.
He kneels down and picks up his cleaver.
That's what I thought. They go back to ding, ding. Go ahead, make a perception check. Everyone make a perception check. That's in here.
20, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
4.
You guys do not notice.
Hold on. Malik got a 21.
Okay.
Jackson. Receive anything? I got a 9.
Okay. And who is it? Malik?
Mm-hmm.
Malik notices that the dwarves aren't sweating at all. It's hot in here and they haven't stopped hammering. They're not sweating. Now, just you walking in here, it's warm. You might even have broke a sweat jumping up on the counter or whatever you did.
No, I didn't jump up. I just got in front of everybody
Right.
and hit the counter with my hands.
They're not sweating.
Now, out of character, I do know hill dwarves because I am.
Mm-hmm.
Would I know if a dwarf would sweat or not normally?
Yeah, normally.
Normally we would sweat. And they haven't noticed anything funny about me. They're not calling it out. They're not saying anything, right?
Mm-mm.
Malik's kind of weirded out. And he leans over and he whispers at Laszlo. He's like, something ain't right here. And Laszlo says, what? The fact that he handed me a hot weapon? He's like, no, man. Look at those dwarves.
All three of them.
They're not sweating. And Laszlo looks. He's like, no, do dwarves sweat? He's like, yeah, look at me. And he's all sweaty because he's all pissed off. Yeah, something's definitely not right. So Laszlo leans over to Bernard and says, hey man, something ain't right, man. Let's get the hell out of here.
What, pray tell, is the big deal? I don't understand.
Now, are you speaking this normally, or are you under your breath talking?
All three dwarves are hammering right now. So
Yeah, it's pretty
loud.
loud, you so.
Yeah. Normal talk. Like, I'm not whispering. What's the problem?
No, Malik's saying that something's wrong with these dwarves, man. They're not sweating.
Well, maybe they're just not working hard.
Malik says, no, man, something's not right. They would be sweating their asses off right now, just like me.
Well, you are... How do I say this? Take no offense to this, but you're not a full dwarf.
None taken.
Okay. Maybe they don't sweat. You do. It is hot in here. Am I not hot?
It's warm.
Yeah. I mean, it is warm in here.
But it's kind of warm everywhere in the land you're at.
Right.
Here it's a little warmer, but
Right.
No, something ain't right. When I used to stay with my father's clan, they were forgers. My father sweated just like anybody else.
Well, you've got your weapon. We've paid him already. Let's head out. We need to make that 25 gold. We've got some kobolds to play.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
was your father a good weapons blacksmith?
I don't know. I helped him when I was really, really younger in gathering stuff, but I didn't know enough about it, and I didn't spend enough time with my father's clan.
Okay.
So he really doesn't have any idea about blacksmithing. But my father was a blacksmith. So Laszlo says, let's get the hell out of here before something happens.
All right. Let's go.
Malik's already out the door. Laszlo's walking out.
Now, as we walk out, do you gentlemen need to stop anywhere to pick up anything before we head off to this beachfront?
How far away is it?
It's like a day's travel.
Are we walking?
Yes. We don't have horses.
How expensive are horses to either buy or rent? Can you even rent a horse?
You can rent horses.
How much would that cost?
Where's
Check on that list right there.
Oh yeah, bunkers are
The
real
yellow
fucking
list.
big.
There might
That's
be.
it. Hey, let me see here. Hey, Baracus.
You're giant, right? Or you're large?
No, I'm medium.
You're medium? Oh,
Yeah.
so you can ride a horse then.
Yeah, I can ride a horse.
But you're 7
I
foot
can
tall.
I can write poetry, and I can tell you fabled stories. What else would you like me to do? And I can also do this. You can't.
It's better to hug me with.
What was your question?
I was going to ask you if you could ride a horse.
Let me check.
I was going to say, it's Barnabas, right? I just wrote down Baracus.
Baracus. Yeah, Baracus. Yeah.
So Baracus, can you even ride a horse?
I believe I can. No, I can't.
Too big?
I don't have animal handling.
You have 0 for animal handling skill?
I mean, I can ride a horse. I just can't do anything.
Can't do well with it.
Go giddy up.
Well, because I know.
I can make a roll.
Well, so
We
can
can
I.
just walk. we don't have to.
Well, it'd be if it's faster to rent horses,
Yeah.
depending on how much they cost. I mean, Laszlo still has some coin. So does Jackson. And this guy over here's got his money bags.
Well, we get some cheap horses and we go.
I've got right around 150 left. So.
Oh, see?
All I'm finding here is I think the cost of them, it doesn't show a rental, but my guess is it's going to be somewhere around 10 gold per horse.
Yeah, we'll just buy some cheap horses.
It's up to you.
Yeah.
Rent or
Just buy 'em.
Would you rent
Yeah,
they're 50 gold each.
Oh, 50 gold each and rent them.
rent them for 10?
Well, hold on, let's think about this here.
Oh, wait. We're not making enough money.
Clearly, if we rent the horses for 10,
We're not making any money. Any money.
That's
we're
right.
actually we're losing money. We're losing half.
we're getting in the red.
We're walking.
We're walking for now.
Yeah, we're gonna walk.
25 in the red, you even left town.
Yeah, we're red. We're gonna walk. Thank you.
All right, Baracus. Where are we? What direction are we walking?
Open some app and
There is no map as far. They just basically, you know the road. You've traveled in your working days.
Okay.
You've traveled at least a small bit on this road.
okay.
It's a road that basically follows the path of the coast, so you can always see the ocean kind of within a couple hundred, 200-300 feet.
Okay.
But it's going to go farther than your knowledge goes.
All right. Well, let's head this direction. We'll eventually come across this.
All right.
All right, let's get going.
Now, are you guys going to walk through the night, or are you going to sleep? It's 24 hours. It's a full day.
We'll set up camp at some point. Yeah.
Whatever we get like halfway or we can't see because then we have to bring out torches. So.
Right.
Well, it never gets dark out, right?
Oh yeah, that's right.
So-
Yeah,
What's that?
It never
it
gets
never
dark.
gets dark out.
Right.
So yeah, about until we get tired, I guess, and then.
Well, we know when technically it'd be our resting time.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, how is that established? Like, do we have like something that tells us
Well, you used to.
just because of
We had a
the
boss who told us when to stop working.
Right.
Okay, so we're basing it off of that.
I'm sure your body. Well, this is your first day,
Right.
so when your body tells you it's
Technically,
sleep time,
it's the same day.
yeah.
Right. There is no days.
So
They all run together.
Okay. So yeah.
basically, you're thinking whenever your body tells you it's sleep time,
Yeah.
you're thinking it should be pretty close to your normal sleep.
Right.
But who knows? You might go a little long. You might be a little short.
Okay. So yeah. Laszlo's starting to get a little tired. I said maybe we should just set up camp and get some rest.
Yeah, let's do that.
What's the road look like around us?
It's a road that you can have like a wagon on. I mean, it's that wide. 2 wagons, they'd have to go in the not path.
Okay.
There is no grass, or it's like weeds.
So there's like not woods or forest around us?
But once in a while, you'll see a small tree.
Okay. So not a whole lot of coverage then.
Correct. That is one thing you've noticed. Now, in your work days, go ahead, roll me a perception at advantage, And give me whoever rolls over an 8.
What is the advantage?
2 d20s.
We're rolling 220s?
Yeah. With advantage.
Yo, I got 21.
11.
Anything over an 8, just let me know.
Did not.
Yeah, both. Yeah, it's,
Both of you guys good?
11 and 20.
yeah.
Okay. Okay, so you guys have noticed in the 4 years he has not, that there is a lot of wagon travel with dirt. Dirt.
Like loads of dirt?
Loads of dirt in wagons. That's all they got.
Heading one way or heading both ways?
Mostly inland. That would be towards, you got the map?
Yeah.
Towards, Hercleia and the one in between Hercleia and Joseph.
Oh, in between?
Yeah, both of those cities. There's travel from Joseph in with dirt.
Now, is this just regular dirt, or is it like from the beach, like a sandy type?
You
Don't know.
Don't know.
Well,
Here's the map of our.
with wagon travel, stuff's gonna fall off the side, so that's how we see.
You would think that it was just dirt. The
You can hold on to it for a little while.
the wagons that have traveled were accompanied by at least 2 sails.
Okay, so all right. So it's the company that we're
you
working
being
for.
a kind of like a slave worker, you weren't gonna go near the fucking wagons.
Right. Now, when we worked there, did we see any of that, like wagons getting loaded with dirt and then moving out? Or,
No.
no, we didn't see any of that.
No.
Was that primarily what we were doing though? Was like digging and busting rocks and
The more muscular guys, they did more of that. The people in charge would use you for your skills.
okay.
So you being as dexterous as you were kind of like a scout.
Okay, that makes sense. So would I have
You were kind of like an information gatherer.
okay? Would I have more of an idea of like
You know it's dirt.
that's it? I just
it.
know it's all
You know
we've
it
been looking
is
for
dirt.
Okay. All right.
Well, I guess we rest, but let's get off this trail, get into a spot where maybe look around. And is there any rocks or
Like a shaded area.
Plenty of rocks.
something that we
Big,
could?
big enough to get a group behind.
Big, but not that big.
Maybe not necessarily behind, but maybe at least
Any of you guys
Quarter
have
cover.
the archaeology
no.
background or anything like that? Okay.
No.
No, I'm
Have insight. I don't know if that would help.
No. That just you kind of get a feel for someone's motives, kind of.
Okay.
I'm a wanderer, or Malik's a wanderer, so he's excellent with memory and maps and geography. But that's it.
In your wandering before getting here,
Yeah.
you didn't see much of this stone anywhere else.
So it's a very unique stone.
It's not like granite or anything. It's.
I guess this is probably a good spot to, at least they from this spot from the road, would they be able to anybody be able to see us traveling?
It depends on how far off the road you go.
Wherever there's a large grouping of this rock.
Once in a while, you do see a small tree.
Yeah, but I mean,
It's nothing that you can hide behind, but it will give you a little shade. That does have leaves. It's just a regular tree.
All right. So Malik's looking around for like an outcropping of rocks next to a tree.
Okay. No,
Nothing.
it's either or. And the rock, outcropping of rocks they're boulders as far as we're concerned. They're
Nothing higher than like
2 feet by, you know what I'm saying? They're
Like 2 feet
they're like
by
that
2.
big.
Yeah.
You'll see them sporadic, but nothing that's more than one that's by a tree. Because trees seem to be pretty rare.
Right. Right. These boulders, do they look like they're permanent in the ground, or like they can be rolled?
I'm sure that you could probably roll them, but there's nothing that's close where you're going to make anything.
Well, I was just thinking about rolling a couple of them together and using them as cover.
No, just go to a tree and rest in the shade.
That's fine.
Yeah, I guess.
We'll be able to see anything coming anyway.
Yeah. All right. So,
Any preference on who would like to take first watch by chance?
I'm up a lot. I'll keep my eyes open.
That sounds good. I'm going to get some shut eye. I'm very tired. You see him reaching into his pack. He pulls out like a small towel and he like gets uncomfortable on the ground, pack behind his head, and he puts the towel over his eyes to cover him from the sun. And he starts to go to sleep, and Jackson does something similar. He kind of like puts his pack next to Bernard, facing the other direction. He's like, "All right, let us know if we got anything. If you need my help, just scream."
Malik, just on the other side of them, digs a small, like, cause we're in the sandy part, right?
It's
Off of the trail.
Yeah, it's kind of like broken rock. I mean, small rocks. It's not
Gravelly?
sand. I mean, there is dirt, but it's so light that it's not any substance.
Malik basically digs out a small, kind of like divot where he can lay.
You can do that, yeah.
Lay in. Puts out his bedroll, lays down in it, and then Laszlo sits down on the opposite side of him to his back, and then is pointed out towards the ocean, just looking at the ocean.
You're not going to see the ocean
Well,
from where you're at.
the ocean, where I can hear the sea coming.
Oh, right, okay.
So if I don't see it, just where I can hear it.
Unless I assumed you guys went inland for your rest. If you guys want to go towards the ocean,
I wanted to go towards the.
if you want to rest on the beach, then you're going to have more sand.
Well, that's the thing. Wherever there was, a tree or rocks or something that we could,
You're on the ocean.
inland.
You're going to have bigger rocks, no trees, and
So
bigger
just
rocks.
tree.
You're going to have.
Let's go by a tree, dude. That's just, we're asking for more problems.
Okay. So inland then, and
Okay.
just that would be then. I hear the ocean, so I'm facing the road.
Okay. So we do have watches.
Yes, but I don't know if you had heard what I was telling him earlier about my character. He's very paranoid. So, like, he sees things, but it's like in the peripheral vision. And every time he looks, like, he's always snapping his head and there's nothing there. But he's always under the impression that something is around him.
Doom and gloom is over his shoulder.
Okay.
So, I feel like I should mention that for you as,
Okay.
DM if you want to use it or not. It's up to you.
So Laszlo goes over and says, "Hey, listen, whenever you're ready, just let me know. I'll take the next watch."
Okay. So I'm just gonna sit down then, I guess, and lean up against a rock or one of the boulders, and
There's
something
one
that I could see.
There's one decent sized boulder that's by a tree.
Okay. Then I guess I'm gonna lean against it, but keep my eyes toward the road.
Okay. You hear something off in the distance.
I'm gonna like.
It sounds like skitter, like quick moving.
As far as like surroundings, nothing has really changed. It's still daylight.
It's still daylight.
Everybody's just kind of out now. I'm gonna stand up and kind of put my hand on the hilt of my sword and like start looking in that direction to see if I get any more information.
Roll me a perception.
11.
You see what you considered a small creature / large bird
Okay.
on close to the road. But there's like rocks and there's gravel. All you can kind of see is a head. And it's kind of, and then it'll turn around. It'll kind of like go back this way and then it'll kind of disappear.
Does it look like it's kind of getting closer to us at all?
Not yet.
Okay. Whoever is closest to me, I'm gonna like, hey, and walk over and kind of nudge them while keeping my eyes in that direction.
Who's close to you?
I would probably be the closest just because I was looking at the road, towards
Okay.
the road. So
Yeah.
I wake up.
Who's I?
Oh, Laszlo.
Let's
So,
say, hey, Laszlo, wake up.
what's going on?
I don't know what that is, but I feel I should mention it.
Looks over, and do I see the head going
You
back?
don't see anything right now.
I don't see anything. Do I hear anything?
Give me a perception.
16?
Okay. You don't hear anything odd, I guess. You're hearing noise. You're hearing some waves crash in the distance, that kind of stuff. You do see a small puff of dirt or smoke in the direction he was pointing.
What did you say this was?
It looked like a bird
Bird.
of some sort. It was moving back and forth by the road. How big? You said it was a small creature.
It was a small creature or a large bird.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's in between that.
What's the distance?
It was bigger than this. It was smaller than this.
Okay, it's like a dog-sized bird,
Could
possibly.
be.
Can I tell the distance of where that dirt is being rustled up from?
It was on the road.
On the road?
Yeah.
And how far?
You can't see the road because of like rocks and
Right.
little brush and you know.
How far away are we from the road?
You said what? 75 feet? Something like that. You said.
I don't think we picked a distance, but we were far enough away where nobody would see us.
It was where a tree was. So.
So okay, so I'm going to. I tell you, stay right here. I'm gonna try to take a closer look. So I walk half the distance to see if I can see the road, to see what's churning up the dirt or smoke or whatever it is.
You walk. You don't even get halfway there. When you stand, you have a better angle, and then when you get close, you can see that it's a bird. Looks like it's maybe eating something.
Now, because we've been around here for a while, would I know that type of bird?
Possibly. You know that birds do eat things in nature.
So, what I'm trying to say is
If you
would I
if
know
you
that
were
it's
to-
dangerous?
If you were to see this next to the camp where you lived for the last 4 years, you probably wouldn't think nothing of
Okay, so it's not a dangerous bird to us.
You don't think so?
Okay. So I'm
The bird looks like it's maybe 2 pounds.
Okay. So I know it's eating something, right?
It looks like it's eating something.
Okay, so can I see?
You can see what it's eating if you walk closer to it.
So, and I'm not even halfway there yet.
Right.
So I'll go. Oh, that's
You went about 20 feet.
okay. So I'll go the full half distance to kind of see what it's eating.
Okay. It looks like a roadrunner. Just to give you like a size.
Okay.
So it's a decent sized bird, and it seems like it's eating maybe a lizard. Something small.
I'm looking around. Do I see any of those other lizards running around or anything like that? Like it was chasing them?
Go ahead. Make a perception roll.
21.
Okay. You know that there are many lizards that are around. You see a couple of them just standing there because you're looking.
Yeah.
So they're kind of like darting behind little rocks and shit like that.
So the bird was hunting the lizards.
You seem like it.
Yeah. Okay.
If you were to put 2 and 2 together, yeah.
So yeah. Okay. So as long as I'll give my peripherals a quick scan, just to see if
You got a nat 20, so you seem to take in the surroundings pretty good.
yeah.
You
Nothing wrong.
don't see anything crazy.
So I turn back around, and I come up to Rad and say, "Hey, Rad, it looks like a bird eating. Looks like a lizard. There's a bunch of lizards down there. So that's what the noise is. I wouldn't think much of it.
Right. Okay.
And I go back down and lay back down by Malik
Okay.
in the same direction towards the road.
Nothing. You're done with that 4 hours ish of watch, and you don't see anything else.
Okay. Then whoever was gonna take my place.
Laszlo's gonna.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll wake up Laszlo and kind of just lay down, put my pack under my head, and kind of curl into a ball.
Okay.
So I sit up. I go basically where he was, getting more of a prayer stance, and just start doing a little prayer as I'm watching, overlooking.
Freaking drop the die.
Good luck.
Right.
Sounds like you've been there before.
Oh, he's got an elaborate setup over there. He's up on a pedestal type thing.
Okay.
So if it rolls down into the table, there's about 1 million wires underneath.
No fire.
There's no fire hazard. A certified electrician did all that.
I don't know. I just plugged in one more thing.
What, you plugged in something else? Into the single circuit?
Okay, your watch went by uneventful.
Okay.
So it is now morning time.
Our wake up time. We gotta get out of that nighttime, daytime. It's our wake up time.
Right.
Around our wake up time. So everybody wakes up and Laszlo's sitting there. You see him kind of praying, but you see his hands. He's just like swirling like this. It almost looks like steam, but just around his hands.
That's just BO. That's all that is. Oh.
All right. What are we doing?
I hope you boys rested well. Good morning.
Good morning.
Let's make some breakfast.
Yeah. Mount jumps up. Food. I need to eat.
Just got like some bread, crusty bread.
Jerky.
Yeah, mainly jerky. That's the easiest.
Jackson's got like a mess kit in his pack.
Could have had some fresh chicken.
He
I thought about it. I don't have a range weapon at all.
yeah. He starts making breakfast.
An Eldritch Blast would have there wouldn't have been anything left.
You're from Club.
It would have been blackened chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah, who's been jerk chicken?
Jerk chicken. Yeah. D10 against what? It probably had been 2 or 3 hit points.
Nah, you know, never know. Yeah, so Jackson makes breakfast for everybody, and
Oh, so it's coming out of your rations?
yeah, he's got a mess kit.
Oh, okay. So it comes out of your rations. Right? Or am I?
What's your next character?
Am I helping you with no, what I'm saying is are we giving you our rations to help cook breakfast? That's what I'm asking.
Are you offering?
Yes.
Rations aren't
Yeah.
made to cook breakfast.
Okay. I'm just trying to
It's
figure
like
it
jerky. You making something out of beef jerky.
out. Okay. Yeah, not making much.
No, you just gotta take it out of the pouch and you're...
Although I have had a chili with jerky in it. It was fucking phenomenal. So yeah, never mind. I'm just gonna eat my ration.
You gotta be making a new character.
He's sitting there, stone face, not telling me anything. It's like, okay,
I said I'm making you breakfast, and you're fucking, you're nitpicking stupid shit.
Well, that's the thing. I'm trying to figure it out so I know whether or not to take out my rations or not.
You can do whatever you want.
Okay. So you're making us breakfast.
You fucking.
All right.
I'm glad I made my guy with a certain alignment just so I would just feel like, really? I'd be like, Rattle, you don't want to see this. You might want to turn your head and stare.
Who's
Yeah. He didn't make it. He died in his sleep. Fucking big old smiley face. And then Jackson's like I'm giving him compressions. I'm trying to save him. He was choking on a bug.
See, even not as the DM, he can't resist to try to kill my character.
Devin still don't get it.
You just don't get it. You do it to yourself.
If you're new and watching the Dirty Boyz, go watch some older episodes of the Dummy Club, and you'll see it's just a different name. It's just a different name.
The same character, just different name. Fuck.
What's this button do?
Thorn.
Oh. All right. So breakfast is made and eaten. What are you guys doing?
Well, Lasso says I need to get up and get moving, right?
Yeah, let's pack it up and head out. How did your first watch go? I slept through the night. Anything of note?
We saw a bird
Oh, really?
and some lizards.
Pretty. Oh, okay.
Yeah, pretty uneventful.
Yeah, nothing special.
Okay.
Might have got you guys level 1 and you or level 2 if you killed the bird. Right.
I was thinking that, but I couldn't see it. I'm just like, I'm sleeping. No XP.
XP's XP.
I sneak up on that lizard.
Yeah, that didn't occur to me. It didn't.
All
Of
right.
course it did.
All right. So you guys are all packed up. You're ready to head down. Head out on the road.
Yeah, we pack it up. Start back on our mission.
Yeah, you can tell that the dirt that's on the road isn't really dirt. It's kind of crushed up rock that is fine and
Powder, yeah.
it's beginning. It could be dirt someday, but right now it's not. It's just kind of crushed.
Like stone dust.
Yeah.
All right. I'd say we keep heading in that direction until we get closer to the map or whatever that we
Okay.
got.
Laszlo, as we're walking, if I see like a decent amount of it on the road, I'll scoop a little bit up and put just a whatever, if I can get a handful, and put it in my pouch.
The rock dust.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Go ahead.
Do we ever see other passersby while we're traveling up this road?
You have not.
Not at all. Okay.
Now, what you have seen is ships in the ocean.
When we get close enough to see the water,
Yeah, when you're on the road, you're close enough where you can.
see it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because
And-
200 feet really isn't that far.
No.
So you can actually see ships with sails out in the ocean.
Where we were working, did we were we close enough to the water to see
No.
nothing? No. Okay. All right. So
Once in a while on different jobs, because you would go in different directions and do different work. Like I said, sometimes you were doing office work, sometimes you were doing busting rocks,
Healing
sometimes.
potions.
Yeah.
So
so
That's awesome.
we wouldn't have
Different types of healing
a
potions.
knowledge of
Okay.
ship travel. You know, the paths that they would travel.
before you guys were doing your labor, you guys came over here on ships. None of you guys are from
Right.
this land.
Well, except for Laszlo.
Is he?
No,
This-
no.
this-
Laszlo was
right
was
here.
banished from the other plane, and he landed here.
Right. So
So I mean, he
you're
didn't.
not from here.
Well, yeah, but he wouldn't. I mean, from his past, he wouldn't know any ship paths.
Or any ships. Okay.
So I was just wondering if during our work.
Well, even in that land, there's ships. There's oceans and stuff.
No. I know that, but just the path. Like, if we were around those ships enough to see where they travel, would we notice if they were traveling in an odd direction?
No.
Okay.
You would have to have like a sextant and start looking at the sun.
So it'd have to get more detailed.
Right.
Okay. All right. So we keep traveling.
Okay.
Yeah.
You come across a fork in the road. There is a fork that looks like it heads to the ocean, and then a fork, like a other fork that kind of goes straight, like on the same kind of like same trajectory, kind of as the ocean. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
There's a fork that looks like it heads to the ocean.
I believe we should take the fork that heads towards the ocean.
It's probably a good idea since we're looking for this beach.
Right. I
Um,
could use a wash.
Does Laszlo notice the wagons, or not the wagons, but the stone dust that is accumulated on the road? Does it take the path straight, or does it take a path towards the beach, towards the ocean? Okay. So,
The path towards the ocean looks much less traveled.
yeah, so doesn't look like there's any real wagon traffic that has gone past.
Correct.
Okay.
You can see that it is one trail. It is not like wagon tracks.
All right. I just make a note of it, and we keep walking towards the path, towards the water.
Okay. Go ahead and make me a perception roll, everybody.
Laszlo got a 20, and Malik got 17.
16 for Bernard, and Jackson has got a 6. He's like, yeah, man, we're good.
Jackson should be the fucking perceptive one.
Yeah, he's the one that's got the +3.
Right.
I rolled a 3.
So we got a 20.
21 technically. I rolled a 20, and he's got a +1.
Okay.
Bernard got a 17.
All right. You're walking down the path, and you notice off to the left there seems to be a cave entrance.
So
And you also notice that there's what looked like two creatures outside the cave entrance, and they noticed you,
Are they just staring, or
and they bolted into the cave.
bolted in? Now,
Did Bernard notice this as well, or no?
The 20 did. The 20 plus. You got what, 16 or
17.
17, yeah.
yeah. Well, because I saw them, was it, did I notice what type of creature they are? Or I couldn't identify it?
Smallish creature. It was a ways away, but
Okay, so I couldn't make out exactly what creature, but I do know it's a small creature.
right. There was two of them.
Hey, Bernard,
Yes.
that cave over there.
Oh, do I see it?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, I see it.
I saw two small creatures. They were staring at us.
What kind of creatures?
That I don't know. They look pretty small.
What color were they?
Did I notice the color?
Gray.
They were a grayish
Gray.
color.
Oh, kobolds, yes.
I don't know what a cobalt is.
You were going to find out.
Okay, is it?
They're small like goblins.
Huh?
Isn't that what we're hunting?
I think so. Maybe
Is
this is
that what
their
it is?
lair.
Oh, okay. All right. So this is the spot then, right?
Well, let's go check it out.
Now it's like, yeah. Keeps walking.
You want to unveil the map?
All right.
Probably want to take those creatures off, the minis off. Yeah. Probably going to be bigger than the thing. Probably need that wood
Yeah,
to
those
put on
are-
one side.
Here.
Yep, put that wood over there. Yep, perfect.
Boom. Nice, old school.
Yep.
The map. Yeah, you could probably put that skull right there. Yeah. See? Boom.
Now you guys are coming from about this direction.
Okay.
You were up a little ways. And when you're walking on the path, it's it's rock, so you can kind of hear
Crunch.
it's kind of crunching and but those creatures, they, if I had a pointer now, they're down there and they bolted in.
Or the brown stick next to you is longer.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, there we go.
See, as a DM, you're prepared. Look. Oh. And your stick.
So right there. So there's one here and one here.
And then they bolted in.
You don't know how far they went in. If they were just ducking for cover.
Here.
You guys are back here.
Oh, back here.
Yep.
I'm already dead.
Yes, I picked you up and loot you.
Why? I don't have anything on me.
I'll leave the judge of that.
Crushed stone in your pocket.
Go ahead and
Oh,
make everyone make a perception check with advantage.
16 for now.
18 for Bernard.
16.
And 10 for
14
Last
for
one.
Jackson.
Okay. So everyone was pretty good. There was a couple people that noticed there was some movement. What looked to be right here. You couldn't really tell what it was,
Right.
but you could see there was some like movement around the corner.
Mhm.
And anybody who rolled over a 15 heard some sort of language being spoke. If anybody speaks Cobalt, just let me know.
what is
I
that?
do.
Is that Inferno?
No, it's Cobalt.
It's just Cobalt.
Yeah.
That's an odd one.
But you hear like a yelling, like orders or
Oh, so, okay. Somebody parking at the other ones.
Yeah.
It's like a leader.
Yeah. It's like, man, your post. We got people coming.
translated.
Yeah. You're about to jump some people.
Maslow's asked Bernard, what do you think? How do you think we should handle this?
Well, usually
Where are you guys talking?
Just where we're at right there.
So how far away from the entrance are you guys talking?
15, 20, 30. What is that, 40?
45 feet.
Okay, I was doing this the whole time. Make another perception roll with advantage. Let me know if you roll anything over like a 6.
16.
Yeah, both.
No.
Yeah, both my guys were over.
There,
No, neither of Michael's.
and about 40 feet away from the cave entrance, right here, you notice that a small hatch opened up. It looked like rock. A small hatch opened up, and it went like this. And it's not big enough for anybody to fit in, but it was like maybe like a peeping hole or something. But it opened up like fucking right next to you guys. You heard it and you seen it because you were right there.
And you said it's just a small hatch? Like,
Yeah. It's like that big. It's like about that big.
Okay.
Almost just like a fucking,
So I'm sorry, I'm assuming it's not big enough for one of us to go into.
No.
It's just like a little.
Just so you understand, like if it's for small races to get through,
No, it's just a peephole.
oh, just people. Okay.
Could you get your hand through it?
You could.
I didn't see it, but I was just wondering. Okay.
I'm gonna.
Because you heard it open, and when you heard it, because you were so fucking close, I'm like, okay, if they're like this close,
Yeah.
you heard it open. You noticed that it wasn't stone.
Right.
It was blended to look like stone.
Okay.
You heard something, but you didn't see.
Right. What was that?
It's people. They know we're here.
Where?
Over there, and I point to the stone.
Oh,
You can kind of.
make out where
Make
the
out,
stone
yeah.
where would move.
It's not stone,
It's not stone.
but yeah.
Okay. Like, what is that? Is that a door? Is that a door or a switch or something? Now it's like, what the hell are you talking about?
I'm gonna take out my sword and walk over and kind of like poke around what I saw to see if it sounds hollow, if it's just that square, or if it's more, like if it's a hollow spot.
So you poke, and it sounds like solid stone.
Okay. Can I use the blade, the tip of the blade, to? Is there a way to like lever up the door, or is it smooth?
It opens like a door,
Okay.
so you can push it because it's one of these guys.
Okay.
So you can probably push it open.
Malik sees him poking with his sword. He's like, hold on, you don't want to break your sword. So I spin my cleaver around and I'm going to smack the spot where he was poking with the end of my handle on my cleaver.
Go ahead, roll. Make a roll. D20. Attack. What'd you roll, Tim?
Tim notoriously rolls under the fucking
For attack?
The thing.
Yeah,
all the
10.
time.
Okay. It seems to be stone on the outside, just like little pebbles and stuff, kind of stuck with some sort of sticky substance, and then it's a very small, thin wood that you just kind of
Pushed right through.
Hey, that mouse that's next to you over there, that black one, hand that to me.
So
we're gonna cut it here soon.
Oh,
So I look and I go, oh, this is like wood behind this. and I take another smack at it to see if I can force it open.
You did with the first one.
Oh, with the first one?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're not going to be able to get in through there.
So I'm Malik's kind of like looking, he's like, I can't see anything. It looks like it's all black.
It's dark in there. It's
So
if
Could I? As I say, could I see in there?
you would what you would have to do is cover yourself and put your head up to it to look in.
I don't advise you doing that. That would be very bad.
All right.
We're not going to make it out of our first season.
Laszlo,
Thin the herd, man.
I was gonna say more money for you.
Last
That's 60 gold right there.
I think with your superior vision, you'll be able to look at that. What I'm going to do is take my towel out of my pack and go, you look through the hole. I'm going to put this behind your head so that it will give the illusion of no daylight coming through.
well, Laszlo can't see in the dark. So
Who can?
none,
Malik?
none, no.
Malik can. He has dark vision. He's have
My guy can.
no?
That's not a trait that he got from his father.
Oh. Here, take this torch and throw it into the hole.
Oh, that's a good idea, Bernard. So, do I have to light the torch?
Yeah.
Okay, so, I'll. Do I have a tinder kit?
It's going to be a part of your kit.
I take a flint a flint rock out of my tinder kit, and I spark it to light the torch.
Okay.
And then I hold the torch up, Laszlo walks towards the hole, holds the torch up, and I'm just a regular human, I don't have dark vision, so, and see if I can see anything in there.
As you like put it into the hole, Bernard goes, "Be careful in case there's methane. It might catch on fire.
What's that?
Don't worry, try it. You'll see. You'll be able to tell."
So yeah,
So pretend there's a hole on that wall and show me what you're doing.
so the hole's right here.
Yeah,
I've got the torch up like this, and I'm trying to see into the hole, like where the hinge is, where the door swings out. I'm trying to see if I can see anything past where that hinge is. You know,
You can see probably like maybe a foot in.
do I see anything moving around or anything like that?
No.
You're gonna need to throw the torch in and then look.
What it looks like there's a tunnel that's about a foot tall.
About a foot tall.
Yeah.
And I relay this to Jackson and Bernard and everybody. It looks like it's a tunnel. I don't see anything moving, but I can't see really far
You've
in there.
seen in like a foot.
Yeah, I can only see like a foot in there, but it doesn't look like it's very big inside there.
Oh, so it's a small tunnel.
It's a very small tunnel, it looks like.
For small creatures.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's not something that they're standing in, let's put it that way.
Right.
It's what it looks like, it's about a foot tall.
Okay.
So, did Bernard say toss the torch in?
Yeah, toss the torch in.
Okay.
To see how far it goes.
So, see, the problem is I can't really throw it, and I don't know if I'll make it into the hole.
You
So,
can throw it in the hole.
okay. So I try to.
Show me how you're doing it.
So the hole's here,
Uh-huh.
and I kind of line up the head of the torch
Right.
with the hole, and then I try to push it in there as far as I can to see how far I can toss it, because I can't really like throw it into the hole and expect to make it through the hole.
Okay. So go ahead and make a strength check.
Ooh.
I didn't put my face up against that hole.
It's not gonna be good. Oh, nice. 18.
Okay.
I rolled a 19.
Nice.
Probably like a room full of black powder.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah.
So you roll everybody's.
This is the fucking Wile E. Coyote section of the
Okay,
game.
so you take that torch and you're like fucking like this, and you throw it in, and you see the torch like go in, and you see a arrow or a crossbow bolt go, ka-choo! past your
Hit
head.
me or by me?
Flew by you.
Flew by me. Anybody behind me get hit? No. So everybody saw that?
I mean, unless everyone is looking at the back of your head.
No.
We're all lined up single file.
Right? Everybody dies.
Just in case it misses you, we want everyone to have a shot at it.
Hey, our real names aren't the Dirty Boys, it's the Stooges. So, and it's like, holy shit! Did you see that?
And as we're standing single file, we all start doing this with our hands, so it makes it look like we got,
6 arms.
yeah. We're gonna scare them.
You see that it goes back at least 15 feet. And the tunnel, it gets a little bit bigger, but not much.
Okay. Did you see that? There's something in there with. Could I tell when I was
No,
going
you
by
didn't
pretty
see.
fast?
All you seen was
Something went by. Did you see that, guys? Something's in there that doesn't want us to be here.
Well, we're gonna need to ignore that right now and head towards that entrance, because the longer we stay out here, the more they're gonna be rallying. So let's collect that bounty.
Is there any loose rocks that are about the size of that hole laying around?
possibly.
Oh, so Malik is gonna.
I mean, you can search the beach. There's rocks on the beach.
No, I mean something quick, something right
No.
there.
No.
Right. Okay. Then let's go.
Yep, let's move. We'll move up. Everyone in agreement? I'll move everybody.
Yeah.
Okay.
And as we're moving, we're not running. I'm going to take the time to be looking for traps.
Okay.
Like if there's any like pit traps or traps along the wall, spikes, or
Go ahead. Use your search.
my
Search. What would that be? Survival.
survival.
It's an intelligence. It's
Insight.
no
No. Or not
Investigation.
investigation. Yeah. See, I don't have my books here, right? I gotta grab my books.
I got a 10.
Okay. You don't see anything.
All right, good. We're good. I said, well, we're good, and I just keep moving us forward.
All right. That's where we'll end it.
Right at the corner, right before we turn.
Yeah, right at the corner.
Right at the corner before we turn.
Okay, cool. That's a good, fun game.
Appreciate everybody tuning in and watching.
Yeah, we got a few viewers going on right now.
So,
Oh yeah.
Yay, people that are watching on Twitch, you can also check out our other episodes on YouTube. We've got our original game with the D&D Dummy Club, and then you can watch our Session 0 and Episode 1 of the Dirty Boyz version of our show. So this is technically Episode 2.
yeah, if you're watching on Twitch, we're going to take a small, maybe 10-minute break or something just to use the bathroom, and we'll be right back.
We're just gonna take a little break.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, cool.
You know that clock's not right.
This is the D&D Dummy Club.